you should take it as one question at a time, be it the prelims or the mains or the personality test. I had a mistake diary that I made with SFG only, that I used to have an Excel sheet and then a diary as to how am I making the mistakes, is if it's a conceptual mistake, if it's a factual mistake, if it's a silly mistake. If it's a conceptual mistake, I would not let myself get away from it unless and until I go and revise it. Staying calm and composed during your PT is the most important thing. More and more answer writing, as many tests as you can write. I remember I have had a polythene filled with used pens. So after this mains, I had 45-50 pens. Hello everybody, my name is Ayush Pathak. I am All India rank 215 in Civil Services Examination 2025. And I want to share my strategy with you all. So in Civil Services Examination, when we talk about it, there are certain things which work across all the three phases of the paper, be it the prelims, mains or the personality test. And there are certain specific requirements and specific, I would say, strategies which are required at each stage. So if you talk about what works across the papers, is that you should take it as one question at a time, be it the prelims or the mains or the personality test. Just don't think about anything else. Just focus all your energies on one question, be it when you're solving your MCQs or you're solving your mains answer writing, mains paper, or you're answering your chairman's questions, right? So that's it. So first, and I will start with the prelims. So in prelims, I would say that the two major strengths that you can have, or the resources that you should utilize, are the previous year question papers and the syllabus. And prelims, the syllabus is not very exhaustive. So previous year question papers, that makes the holy grail. You should understand how UPSC is trying to trick you into writing, into marking the wrong answer. And you should be very careful and vigilant as to how they are like sort of taking you in a spot. So once you get the idea about how PYQs are structured and you analyze them, analyze their options as well, so that actually helps a lot. And second is that you need to develop a MCQ aptitude. You need to analyze, you need to have I had a mistake diary that I made with SFG only, that I used to have an Excel sheet and then a diary as to how am I making the mistakes, is if it's a conceptual mistake, if it's a factual mistake, if it's a silly mistake. If it's a conceptual mistake, I would not let myself get away from it unless and until I go and revise it. So that kind of discipline you need to develop. And I used to jot down everything which I used to come across. And similarly, other thing which you require is to limit your sources for prelims, because in prelims there is a plethora of content in the market, and you need to streamline your content in a way that you do not run before everything. So very limited sources, revise them multiple times, and that should help. Similarly for current affairs के लिए just keep one thing, whatever, be it the PT 365 or anything, just keep one source and just keep on revising it, and that's it. Now coming to the mains. In mains, I would say there is a need for a balance in speed and in quality. You cannot do either on the expense of the other. So when I talk about quality, so first of all, there's a process to answer writing. First of all, you need to understand the demand of the question. So there is a question interpretation and answer writing demand. What is that? So question interpretation mein, you need to see how many subparts are there, what is being asked, what are the core demands and the peripheral demands of the question. Once you identify those kind of things, then you can streamline your answer as to what all the subparts you will be making, subheadings you will be making. And then you can streamline your answer in terms of socially, politically and all those things. So that way your answer looks more comprehensive, and the examiner gets the idea that the aspirant actually understands what is being asked, right? And after doing that, you can use your value addition material. I had a diary for that separately. So I used to revise that a lot of times, and that actually became my go-to notes just before mains. So I would incorporate best practices, data, examples from that in terms of value addition, and that actually helped a lot. Now, another thing is that in answer writing, you need to have more and more answer writing, as many tests as you can write. I remember I have had a polythene filled with used pens. So after just this mains, I had 45-50 pens, just used pens. I never threw them out. So I mean, the more you write, the better you become, and that actually helps in your speed, in your quality as well. So that's very important. Now coming to the PT part, the interview. So in prelims, I believe it's about how well you read, and in mains, how well you write, and in interview, how well you speak, because it's a very simple examination if you look at it from that way. And interview my interview was in the first phase itself, so I had a very limited time. So I prepared my DAF very holistically. I anticipated questions. I chat GPT'd a lot of my DAF pointers, whatever was mentioned in my hobbies section and all the other sections. So whatever questions I could anticipate and think about, what are the possible further questions that can be asked. For example, my own name, Ayush, has a lot of connotation. So I had like somewhere around 7 to 8 pages notes of that particular only thing. So that way you actually can streamline. And then comes the mock interview part, where you work upon your articulation as to how you are coming across and how other people are seeing you when you're talking. So that is another thing. Lastly, I would say that staying calm and composed during your PT is the most important thing, because that can be a very stressful period of time when you're sitting outside of the hall and waiting for your turn. So at that very point of time, you need to be composed. And so I would recommend to be a bit spiritualistic if you can, and meditate in that process to stay as calm as possible. So that's it. Thank you so much, and I wish you very well for the success in your further attempts. Thank you so much.